Agreement from the Trump administration will change who qualifies for student loan forgiveness. Tonight, News Channel 3's Abigail Taylor is live in studio with more information from a West Michigan economist. And Abigail, he says this is a very confusing topic, but there are thousands in West Michigan who will be impacted.
Yeah, that's right. There's been a lot of back and forth with this conversation around student loan forgiveness, and oftentimes it can be frustrating, especially with so many changes over presidencies that open up even more questions and uncertainties. So now the Trump administration is agreeing to offer income-based payback plans, but for a chance at loan forgiveness, people will need to know where they stand and what you need to do from here.
It's a subject many college students don't like to think about.
My parents have explained loans to me multiple times and still I'm like, I don't get it.
And for former students who haven't even stepped foot on campus in years, student loan repayments is a topic many can't not think about.
For a lot of people who have been trying to figure out what's going on, basically, if for the past several months, if you were in one of these income-driven repayment plans for your student loans, everything was kind of on pause. You didn't know if your debt was going to get forgiven as it's wending its way through the courts.
Under a recent agreement by the Trump administration to reinstate student loan forgiveness plans for millions of borrowers, many people are celebrating, particularly those with loans set to be forgiven this year.
A lot of people who are in the middle stages of paying their loans, there's probably a lot of uncertainty in terms of how long.
Economist Brad Hershbein with the Upjohn Institute says for anyone with years left on their repayments, there's crucial information you need to hear buried underneath an objective confusing topic.
If you were in a plan and that was going to forgive your loan amounts after 20 years and you're in year 15, the new plan that you're going to get put into is going to change that to 30. So you thought that you'd have 5 more years of having to pay off before your loans were forgiven. Now you have 15 more years.
Here's what you need to know. If your repayments are part of Biden's SAVE plan, which Hershbein says about 60% of borrowers are, you need to switch to a different plan right away because that plan is no longer being honored. For folks on other plans, expect sometime in the next few years for your plan to be moved, consolidated under Trump's new simplified one-plan approach. But Hershbein says while information, especially amid government shutdown, is limited, there are steps you can take to help figure out what's best for you. First, check with your loan servicer. Reach out to your school's financial aid office for resources or join a student loan repayment support group. He admits it requires a lot of legwork, but with over 400,000 people in Michigan with loan debt, $20 billion in debt collectively, and more than half of that on a plan that is no longer, it's crucial that if you have student loan debt, you know how to get what can be forgiven.
Almost like just like an automatic weight to even like bring up the topic of just it's so much stress, so much anxiety, it's costly, it's big numbers.
All right, so if you're one of the billions paying back loans, be sure to go to our website for more information on this. That's WWMT.com. Live in the studio, Abigail Taylor, News